Hello everyone and welcome to Semi-Homesteading with Abby. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. Basically this channel is documenting my adventure to trying to become a semi-homesteader, so I'm trying to learn all these homesteading skills. This week we're doing something a little bit different because it's not necessarily homesteading, but I am 27 weeks pregnant now and I think I'm entering the nesting phase. I'm really wanting everything to be in its right order and clean and everything like that. So I thought I would do a little March reset. I've wanted to clean out some of the boxes in our garage for quite some time. I wanted to do like a deep clean and organization of our living room and my bathroom and get some laundry done. So this video is gonna be my big March reset and I'm gonna take you with me. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, make sure to do that. It really, really helps me out and I would appreciate it so much. So that is all for this intro. Let's get into it and let's clean together. All right, let's start with a little tour of the garage because this is the most daunting task of the weekend for sure. We've had these boxes here since we moved in, so they've been here like 10 months. And we put them here as a temporary holding spot and then never actually got around to cleaning them. The other side of the garage has a lot of like our old big cardboard stuff and tools and gardening things. So both of them needed to be cleaned out. I started tackling this side, my husband tackled the other side. And the kind of impetus of this was that we needed a bunch of cardboard for these new garden beds we got because we're trying to set up our garden. And so I said, okay, well, we have a lot of cardboard in the garage. Now is the time to actually tackle this. So that is why we decided to do it this weekend. But I actually got sick a couple days after we decided to do this. These days I felt a lot better. I just couldn't leave the house still. So it actually left the perfect amount of time to go try to tackle all of our cleaning. So the first thing I did was just clear out an area on the garage floor, swept it a little bit, and then started sorting the stuff as you see here. So I have a pile of things that I need to bring back into the house and a pile of things I want to keep in the garage and just reorganize there. Now, this ended up taking me probably about 2 hours from start to finish, maybe an hour and a half of cleaning. And I have been putting this off for like 10 months. If I had known it would just take an hour and a half, long story short, I should have done this earlier, but we had old art that we wanted to take down into the basement. I had all this just miscellaneous stuff that I needed to take inside. So it was good to see all the things that I had that I wanted to keep, things I wanted to throw. We threw away a decent amount. So once I had my full pile of things I for sure wanted to keep and for sure had to stay in the house, I started taking those in, clearing out the area and sweeping. By the end, I had some good things to donate. I also found some good car accessories that I put in my car that I need. And here's what the final product looked like. So we have our new shoe rack, which I am loving. Those 3 boxes are our new garden beds that we have to assemble, so those will go away soon. And then we just need a shelf or something for the rest of the items that we wanted to keep in the garage. And then here's the other side that my husband tackled, and this also looks so much better. It's definitely more tool-based, and there are some garden things still, but it's all manageable, and I'm really liking how it looks. We hung up some of the art that was in the garage. This is one of the items, but we hung up probably about 5 pieces, which was nice. And then it was time for me to tackle the kitchen. Now, as you can see on the left counter there, that was all the stuff that I had to bring in from the garage that had to do with the kitchen. So I went through and organized all of those and then did a big load of dishes. Then it was time to spruce up the living room a bit. Now I try to do this pretty much every night, do like a reset of the living room and the kitchen. But after being sick for a few days, it just got in total disarray. This definitely took a little longer than it normally would have. Then, like I said, there were some other, DVDs and games and things to put away in our little media center that I had taken in from the garage. So I decided to take a few minutes to do that. I'm always surprised at how little time it takes to actually organize stuff when I've been dreading it for such a long time. But this was an easy way to just organize and finish sprucing up the media center. The the last thing I did before calling it a night was to redo our monthly calendar. Now, my husband and I both have a shared calendar on like Google Drive or whatever that we can both look at and see any events coming up. But I realized it's really nice to have a physical calendar in a room or something that we can have displayed so we can both see just quickly at a glance any big milestones that are coming up that month. I love filling it in every month, and it's kind of therapeutic and nice to have. Mick decided to interrupt me a little bit and climb right on top of the calendar for this month. He wanted to be a part of March, but look at how cute he is. So after I gave him some forehead kisses and he got off my calendar, I kept filling it out. The other thing that kind of goes along with this each month is setting up our monthly budget. So I did that this night as well, where I just go through, you know, what we're going to be making, allocating it to all of our different categories. I use the EveryDollar app, and that's another thing, honestly, that I look forward to a lot every month. I love planning all that out. So that's how you can tell I have become an adult. At this point, I was very tired and still a little sick, so I decided to call it a night. But part of what my husband actually did as his little March reset was he ordered this nice standing desk for our media center. Now, there's some definite cord management that he's working on here, so this is not the final cord management, but this whole desk rises up and you're able to stand in our home office. So I think it's so cool. That was a huge improvement. And once that was all installed and set up, I decided it was time to tackle our bedroom. Now, I had cleaned the sheets, washed the sheets, put them back on the bed, and I just decided, you know what, today is gonna be the deep clean of like, we're vacuuming, we're doing all the laundry, we're clearing off the bedside tables, you know, all these nightstands. When I get sick, they just accumulate stuff like medicines and tissues and just random things that just get accumulated. So decided it was time to clear all of that out. I also had a few things that I took in from the garage that were supposed to have their permanent home in the bedroom, so those ended up on that dresser. I cleared those out, and then it was time to tackle the laundry. So before I tackled the laundry, I wanted to make sure, you know, our rug was good, our floors were clean, so I could put all the laundry on the floor and sort it, hang it up, and put it away. The next thing to do was the bathroom. Now, I had mopped the floors and cleaned the toilet area and stuff like that earlier in the week, so all of that was relatively okay, but there was some extra laundry in there that I needed to add to another load. And then I wanted to clean our vanities and our bathtub, because that's another area that just accumulates some junk. So, you know, old cups and things, and you know, just wiping down the counters was very, you know, needed at this time. I wiped down a few surfaces of the bathtub, and it just felt like a breath of fresh air walking into that bathroom. So let's look at final results. This is the bedroom, looking good. This is the dresser shot, also felt so good to have it clean. I was gonna move this bucket, but Mick sits in here every night and he loves it, so I left it for him. The other thing that I ordered as part of my March reset is this bathtub tray. It is a game changer. I read my Kindle in the tub. I have a little juice drink that I can have, and this is the final look of the bathroom. That is all for my March reset video. It feels so good to have the entire house clean and organized, and just I feel like I'm ready to take on the month. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Bye everyone.